down to 3 or 5 roles every day. Is that really sufficient? When we put ourselves on the grand scheme of the world, we cannot be restricted to these 3 or 5 roles that we play every day. We are responsible for the world and for the environment. We are a part of large ecosystem which comprises of family, friends, society, nation, and the world itself. This goes beyond the human race to include our environment, space, animal world, and the plant kingdom. Are we really doing justice to what we should be doing? Are we really doing justice to our nation and our world itself? Today, in the due course of the meeting, we will learn a few ways how we can touch lives of the people by going beyond the limited window of me and my family and my immediate people around me to do something for the society. So it's now time for me to introduce to you all the general evaluator of today. But before that, let me tell you how the meeting is going, what's going to be the flow of the meeting today. We have 2 sessions. The first session is going to be the prepared speech session, where our prepared speakers are going to deliver the speeches that they have worked upon, followed by which we will have an evaluation session, which will be conducted by the general evaluator. So before I introduce to you all our general evaluator for today, let me give you all one important way by which we can touch lives. So the first thing that comes to my mind is to adopt a pet. There are millions of stray dogs and cats on the streets in India today. Of course, the Blue Cross is doing all it can to help these creatures. But for instance, the Blue Cross is coming up with the family planning operations so that their numbers can be reduced. But do you think it is really possible for the Blue Cross to take up the entire burden, keeping in mind the limited infrastructure or the financial constraints? So how about each one of us adopt one pet, and the number of these stray dogs, homeless dogs, or the cats can be negligible. As I introduce to you our general evaluator, Toastmaster Rekha, it comes to my mind that let me share with you that today Toastmaster Rekha is doing her part by giving shelter to a furry cat which she loves and adores. With these words, I introduce to you our general evaluator, Toastmaster Rekha, to brief the objectives of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. I see this is more as an introduction of my cat than myself. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm the general evaluator as introduced by the TMOD. As a general evaluator, I will be having a check on the overall health of the meeting and would be suggesting what basically what went well and what can be improved to help the club to move from good to great. For this task, I have 2 set of team which is going to help me. One set of task is team is called as tag, timer, R-counter, and the grammarian. And the second test set of team are the evaluators who are going to evaluate the prepared speakers and the TT speakers. So before I go into the other part, let me call upon my first team, the tag team, for them to share their roles and responsibilities. Let me first call timer Toastmaster Varun. He's a student in DG Vaishnav College and he's a very enthusiastic and a new Toastmaster in CTM. And he is playing the first time as a timer. So before I call upon, can we all welcome him by giving a big hand for him? Can we please?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Toastmaster Varun, can you share your roles and responsibilities as a timer?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, friends and guests. As a timer, my role is to remind all speakers how much time they spent on their speech. I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific time remainings. For example, prepared speeches should be within 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. and at last at 7 minutes I will raise the red card. There will be 30 seconds of grace time given after the red card. Those speeches should limit their speech to their specific speech times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Varun. And next, I would like to call upon the R counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Lakshmi. Before even I call upon Toastmaster Lakshmi, when I saw his introduction, I felt like he's a person who shows right and takes a left turn. Why? Because he has done his electrical engineering as a qualification, but he's a software engineer by profession, and he is working in applied materials for the last 15 years as software engineer. Toastmaster Lakshmi is a experienced Toastmaster in CTM. Toastmaster Lakshmi, can you please introduce yourself? Can you tell what is your roles and responsibilities as our counter?
Thank you, Toastmaster Rekha. Today I'll be the counter for this meeting. The purpose of the counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. It could be either prepared speeches or tabletop speech. Today is going to be only prepared speech. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, repeated words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words, filler sounds, including and r. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker uses these expressions. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. And now coming to the final role player in the tag team, the grammarian. Toastmaster Vignesh is again playing the first time the grammarian role. He is a hardware engineer in Qualcomm, and his interests are reading books, and he doesn't only give exercise to his language and his knowledge, but also he is a cyclist and a trekking. He goes for trekking. So before I welcome, can we all give a big hand to welcome Toastmaster Vignesh as a first timer as a grammarian? Can we all? Toastmaster Vignesh, can you share the roles and responsibilities as a grammarian?
Thank you, General Evaluator Rekha. Hi, fellow Toastmasters, friends and guests. Today, my role as a grammarian, I will pay attention to the use of English and I will provide the constructive feedback for the improvement at the end of the meeting. Before that, I would like to introduce the word of the day, transcend. T-R-A-N-C-S-E-N-D, transcend. Meaning to rise above or go beyond the limits. Here is an example of the usage. The beauty of her songs transcended words and language. A good education will allow you to transcend the socio-economic barriers. You are encouraged to use the word of the day as many times as possible. I will count down the number of usages, and also I will note down the good and bad usage of English. I will share the report at the end of the meeting. Back to General Evaluator Rekha. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vignesh. And now I will come back with my report and with my team to evaluate the prepared speeches and to submit the tag report. But before that, let me hand over the control to the TMOD, Toastmaster Geeta. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rekha. That was Toastmaster Rekha, who served as the president of the club and also as the secretary of the club, who beautifully briefed her responsibilities as a general evaluator for today. Moving on, there's yet another thing that we can all do for our environment, that is protecting our environment. If we want our future generations to live in peace, all we need to do is we have to invest in protecting our environment. Planting trees is definitely a great move. Like somebody said, the best time to plant the trees was 20 years ago, and the second best time is now. There are a few other things that we can do to protect our environment. For instance, resource management and reducing our consumption or minimalization can also be done to reduce the pollution into our environment. It is now time for me to introduce to invite the court master of today, Toastmaster Vasant. He is a first-time role player, and please welcome him with a big round of applause. Over to you, Toastmaster Vasant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Hope you are doing great. The quote of the day today is, "Experience is the teacher of all things." These words were quoted by the Roman general Julius Caesar. Caesar neither used complicated words nor difficult expressions to convey this idea. It's just simple and short, but it still inspires people after millennia. Experiences always take many forms, such as failure, success, struggle, discovery, realization, and many other types of emotions. People often believe that life is full of experiences, and these experiences enrich one's quality of life. Experiences always provide us a clue about how we should change and adapt to the environment. For an example, a person will learn and take lessons from his previous failure experience. One can realize and discover something through new experiences. Furthermore, this quote might mean that people should not only go with lessons taught only by book, but rather than go with first-hand experiences too. We as human beings seek meaning of our lives by evaluating our own experiences. We are encouraged to be taught or learned by new experiences, and they always teach great lessons. Some experiences might not be pleasant. Someone's death, loss, or misfortune may lead us to a phase where we learn or face some realizations about handling our own life. Any experiences which we go through have its own special meaning according to this Caesar saying. Though this quote is very short and simple, it can have many meanings depending on the perception of the person reading the quote. However, an important factor to keep in mind is that people's perception will always have one thing in common, which is their ability to learn through experiences since the dawn of the mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vasant, for enlightening us with a beautiful quote. It is now time for me to invite our idiom master. Our idiom master, Toastmaster Prashanti, is also a first-time role player. Please welcome our idiom master, Toastmaster Prashanti, with a big round of applause. Over to you, Toastmaster Prashanti.
Good afternoon to everyone. Thank you, Geeta. Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. And today I would like to share idioms. The idiom is like spick and span. The meaning of spick and span is neat and clean. We will use in the situation like when we visit to home, some guest, or we went to a friend's room, and we can refer like as the house was spick and span. So in that way we can use. And the one more idiom is sat on the fence. When we are in dilemma, we are unable to decide the situation, we are unable to make it, we are unable to pass any judgment. So we can in that situation we can use like sat on the fence. We are on sat on the fence. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashanti, for the wonderful idioms. We now move on to our prepared speech session. Friends, donating for a good cause is definitely a great move. There are many benefits of donating or by giving away by way of charities. A recent study in the Harvard School of Business has shown that happier people donate more, and donating makes people even more happier. While cash is always accepted in so many groups and so many institutions, it need not be always cash. There are so many other ways where we can extend or we can touch the lives of people around us by doing so many other things. For instance, investing our time or investing our efforts is also a wonderful option. As rightly said, not all of us can do great things, but all of us can do small things with great love. So offering your skills by way of which you can touch lives of the people around you is definitely one of the best options. Today, our first speaker is distinguished Toastmaster Nina John. She is giving her level 2 project 2 under the Path Effective Coaching. To tell you all something about her, she is the founder member of this CTM club, and she has selflessly dedicated her time and her effort and her expertise knowledge to all the new budding Toastmasters so that they can improve on their public speaking skills and communication skills. She has also extended her support and her skills to all the experienced Toastmasters by initiating a wonderful mentoring workshops so that CTM Club has all the best mentors possible. Before I call upon distinguished Toastmaster Neena John, I would request his evaluator Toastmaster Manoj to read out the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Manoj.
Very good afternoon, ma'am, especially DTM Neena John. Today, DTM Neena John is attempting her level 2 P2 Pathways project, communication style. It's a portion of effective coaching. And the purpose of the project is to discover the innate communication style of the speaker and to identify her primary style of communicating with the audience. And so this is the purpose. And over to you, DTM Neena John, ma'am. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj.
So much.
DTM Neena John, what's your style today? What's your style today, DTM Neena John?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Toastmaster today. My topic is communication styles and what's your style today? Whenever we walk down a road, or even when you step out of your cubicle in the office and look at other people around, everyone's on their mobiles. Literally, from looking at the way they are standing, the tone of voice that they're using, and their body language, is it easy for you to make out whether they're talking to another boss, a client, or their girlfriend, or their spouse? Just think about it for a moment. Every one of us thinks of communication styles as something very complicated, but it's something we all do every day. We speak differently to different people. We are always talking in terms of what can be done and how can be done, and we change according to our audience. In the corporate world, for example, we have different occasions where we're speaking. You can have a meeting, you can have a seminar, you can be speaking to the public or have a telephone conversation with somebody. For each of these, you might have one element of what I would call formal speech. So you would refer to someone as Mr. Manoj, Mrs. Rohit, whatever it is, or the AGM, depending on your organization. So you will use formal terms. Depending on the occasion, the language you use will also change. If it's a seminar with all techies along with you, you're going to use technical language, whether your particular domain expertise is with reference to banking or IT or whatever, you will use words that can be understood. So the same thing with any kind of conversation that you have, for example, over the telephone, at any kind of a meeting or a seminar, and even in public. You will use not only jargon or technical words, you will also use buzzwords. For example, if you want to impress your audience, you'll talk about state-of-the-art technology and the best that we have, so that you're really impressing the client on the kind of facilities you have. So, in exactly the same way, when you're doing professional presentations, if your audience consists of juniors who have just joined, you will use a certain amount of technical words, you'll use a certain amount of buzzwords, and a certain amount of jargon. But if they're absolutely new juniors who've come into the organization, then you have to spell out all your acronyms for them. Just as when someone attends a Toastmasters meeting, we very casually say TMOD, DTM, all of that, without realizing that the audience that is new may not know the meaning of DTM. So you have to spell it out and say Distinguished Toastmaster or Toastmaster of the Day. When you're talking to senior management, you take it for granted that they already know what you're talking about. So you don't need to have so much in detail, but you might have others. If you are somebody selling a product to the public, or explaining a product, you will use entirely different terms and for your, as it is for your customers or vendors. So overall, if you want to improve your, add masala to your speeches, these are the rhetorical devices that you use. You use similes. You say, this engine has 50 horsepower, which is actually a simile, a metaphor. How fast does the car run? Or actually a metaphor for how fast the car runs. And a simile is as fast as a horse can run. Or you use adjectives in terms of this particular product is, as I said, state of the art. You use adverbs, which can add, in your resumes, you don't just use words that describe your thing. You talk in terms of, these are the actions that I took, collected this, did this very well. So you qualify the sentences that you're using. You can have rhetorical devices like triads and alliteration. She walked into the room, so the modern Indian woman is there in, a start silk sari or salwar kameez. So you have all of those, right from Tom, Dick, and Harry. So many different things that you can use to improve your language when you're speaking and help the thing you to understand. So remember, depending on the kind of audience that you will have so many different ways in which you can address your audience and you can make them understand what is it that you are communicating. So if it is a junior audience, you use a certain kind of jargon. If it is a senior audience, you do use the same, but you may not need to use that much in terms of detail. For each level of the audience that you have and each level of explanation that you want to give, you will use a different communication style. So overall, you have to think in terms of, how do I do this communication? And depending on my audience today, do I use simple language? Do I use complicated language? Do I use the buzzwords of the day? It's entirely up to you to decide what is your communication style today. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Neena John, for a wonderful speech, enlightening the members that you need to know your audience and communicate in a way they understand you clearly. That was really wonderful. We now move on to our second speaker. Our second speaker is Toastmaster Nanda. He's giving his level 5, project 1, under the path Visionary Communication. He's giving his HPL project. So to tell you all a few words about Toastmaster Nanda. Toastmaster Nanda is working with Cisco Systems and he's currently the secretary of our club. Toastmaster Nanda has done his part to the society, or he's doing his part to the society by offering his expertise to the budding, of course, within the Toastmasters, offering his expertise to the budding Toastmasters, and outside Toastmasters, he also imparts knowledge by taking classes, imparts knowledge on computers and artificial intelligence by taking classes and coaching the students. That's a really wonderful initiative, Toastmaster Nanda. Before I call upon Toastmaster Nanda, I request his evaluator, Toastmaster Shrikant, to brief out the speech objectives. Over to you, Toastmaster Shrikant.
Toastmaster Geeta Shroff, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. In today's Nanda speech, he has two primary objectives which he needs to incorporate in his speech. The first one being his knowledge on leadership and planning, which he needs to use to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and work with the guidance committee to implement his plan. That's the first objective. And the second is for Toastmaster Nanda, during his first speech, to introduce his plan and vision. These are the two objectives for which Toastmaster Nanda has 7 minutes at his disposal. All the very best, Toastmaster Nanda. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Geeta Shroff. You're not audible.
You're not audible.
You're not audible.
Toastmaster Nanda. P for presentation. P for presentation, Toastmaster Nanda.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Leaders become great not because they have power with them. It is because of the ability to empower people around them. That's why they become great over time. Toastmasters and guests, very good evening to one and all. It all started a year back. Our Vice President of Engineering visited our Chennai office for the very first time. At the same time, we organized a hackathon, an innovation hackathon at our office. He reviewed all the ideas and he personally sat through all the presentations being shown, and he selected the best teams and gave recognitions to them. And at the end of the day, after he left Chennai, my director called me and said, Nanda, our VP was very happy with how we all did our innovation ideas, hackathon, everything went well. But he wasn't happy with the way how the presentation was done and how people were speaking on the stage. We need to do something about it, Nanda. We discussed about that for a while and came up with a project plan of how to improve the presentation and speaking skills of our teammates. Let me share the plan with you right now. So this is the project we created. This is also my high performance leadership project called P for presentation. The vision of this project is, the vision is where we want to end up or where we want to go at the end, is to transform my organization where every individual can deliver impactful presentations and speeches. The mission is how we reach the vision, like what are the different paths to take the vision, is to empower every person in my organization with the skills required to enhance the presentation and public speaking skills. So we also created a committee to be able to drive this project. The committee comprises of my director, Lax Venkatraman, and the leads, myself and the another teammate, Rohit, and the engineering managers, Anant, Ravi, and Anil. So we sat down, had multiple rounds of discussion and came up with what are the different goals for this project. The first primary goal was that there should be a presentation session every 2 weeks on Friday morning 11 a.m. The people can come and present about any subject in the world which they like about. It can be about art, science, history, facts, whatever it could be. But they need to speak for at least 10 minutes and to a max of 15 minutes. After the session, anyone in the meeting can give feedback to the presenter, how they did the presentation, what went well, what did not went well, what they thought about the thoughts being expressed, all the things. And every week there will be 2 such presenters talking for at least maybe a total of 25 minutes. And after that, we'll have a feedback session for another 25 to 30 minutes. So this will be for an hour. So this will happen every 2 Fridays on a month. And on the Friday, when there is no presentation session, we will have a dedicated slot for mentoring and practice session. So anyone who wants to take help to put up slides or how to write a script, how to start the slide, how to speak, how to conclude, how to pack the ideas into slides, etc., can use that session and come forward and practice their speech, practice their ideas, refine their ideas, thoughts, etc. And we had a booking mechanism to book slot for the presentation and also to book slot in mentoring. So we used Wikipedia to do that. A corporate wiki setup. And in addition to this presentation, feedback, and mentoring session, we also had educational sessions where different people can come and share different aspects of presentation and public speaking. So we had speakers come and talk about how to do an interview session, how to mentor a newcomer, how to deal with a conflict situation, how to talk to a customer, how to talk to a sales executive, how to talk to different support functions, how to organize your slides, all that stuff. So we will have at least one education session every month. This is the goal plan we had for our project. This goal will drive us month over month, and we'll keep recording whatever is happening. So this initiative we started almost a year back, as I said, and so far we had 15 presentation sessions done by people. To say the truth, we are shocked by the amount of work they have done and the ideas they gave in speeches. They talked about different kinds of topics like brief history of time. And one madam spoke about her sister's struggle with epilepsy and how she overcome it, and now how she's now a big entrepreneur. And one person came and talked about life after death. And another person who come from a rural area talk about what are the things Indian farmers are facing, how they are struggling with their daily life and how they are making things to work. And one person spoke about the importance of environment, how to eat vegetarian food, avoid non-veg to save the environment and save the earth. Let us go green, go. And one person talked about different struggles in life and said that life is like a video game. We will win one round, but then lose the next 2 rounds, and then again we come back and win the 4th round. So as long as this win-loss sequence goes, we should keep fighting. That was a good speech. And then one madam came and talked about how to lose weight. Like she said about different kinds of fats and how to lose fat, all that stuff. So the amount of ideas generated literally made a stunt. And then we also had 13 mentoring and practice sessions in addition. And we had multiple education sessions, as I said already, about storytelling techniques, voice modulation, body language, PPT etiquettes, interview sessions, feedback sessions, how to talk to a customer, all kinds of things I covered in those 4 education sessions. So to put things in a context, the first meeting had only 10 participants. But now we have around 50+ people participating in every session. As Spider-Man always says, with great power comes great responsibility. My organization has put their trust on me to work with individuals to make them better presenters and better public speakers. I will continue to work with all the committee members and work with all stakeholders and work with every individual to make sure that our vision of transforming the organization, that each individual can be a better version of themselves possible. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nanda, for a very empowering speech. Thank you so much for telling. Thank you so much once again. We now move on to our next session, which is an evaluation session. So the greatest gift that you can give to anybody is your time, because when you give somebody your time, you're giving away a part of your life which you cannot get it back. So there are so many things that you can do by gifting your valuable time. For instance, visiting your distant relative or a surprise visit is definitely a very good option. We also have so many health centers, palliative cares, and old age homes. Maybe we can spend our quality time visiting those palliative care centers, because the inmates over there are longing to have conversation with the outside world. So allocating at least 1 or 2 hours on a weekly basis to touch is really a wonderful way to touch the lives of the people around us. We now move on to the evaluation session. Today we have with us our tag team players and our evaluators. For instance, our tag team players have taken out their valuable time to ensure that the speakers are able to give their speeches in a very effective way. And we have our evaluators who are all set to give constructive feedback to their fellow Toastmasters, so that they can work upon it and take their speeches to the next level. So for this, I hand over the session to our Toastmaster Rekha, our general evaluator, to carry forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. So back again as general evaluator. As I said, I have the second set of team to support me in this attempt of evaluating the meeting. So Toastmaster Manoj would be evaluating DTM Nina John's speech. And Toastmaster Manoj is a finance professional, and I know like he's in love with Toastmasters and especially CTM. Can I invite Toastmaster Manoj to evaluate DTM Nina John's speech, please? Thank you.
Well, let me wish all of you a warm good evening, and especially our Madam Distinguished Toastmaster Nina John for delivering a fabulous speech for all of us to get elated on communication skills. May I see Madam Toastmaster Nina John? Oh yeah, she's there. See, we were all wishing and longing to have a wonderful speech like this, isn't it? That too on communication. So let us first give a round of applause to distinguished Toastmaster Madam Nina John for having delivered an exciting speech to all of us. There are a lot of pearls of wisdom in it. Let me first evaluate your speech with your permission, ma'am. I'm just an entry into a person of new entry into CTM. I am trying to scale a mountain. So it's extremely difficult, but then my role is to do that. So, Madam Toastmaster Nina John, your speech had hooked all of us because of the title of the speech itself. The title of the speech is, what is your communication? What is your style today? That itself is the project scope that makes it all of us glued to your speech. And the thing is that you have the three main strong points which I have seen in your speech is the concept clarity. You have categorized the communication. And even when you said about there are different types of context in communication, wherein you have even sprinkled humor, though it was not so evident, but some of us really enjoyed it. Then the jargons that has been used in the communications and the communication style and variety of it, all these things were quite informative and quite educative. So the strong point which I see in your speech is one is on the concept clarity and the ease of presenting the subject and structuring it in such a way that it can be absorbed by all the audience. Then the audience awareness too has been taken into consideration, and the topic which is so dear to all of us that has been brought into. These are all the strong points. While only a humble recommendation from my side is that, ma'am, there was no pauses in the speech. It was so continuous. So sometimes, the audience might get distracted because there is no pauses in any of the places. And second thing, since the communication is one of the wonderful subject and you are a master orator, probably we would have all enjoyed if a demonstration of the communication from your side or on some of it, then we should have loved to see it on the podium. That's the only thing, ma'am. And see, I too look forward to your blessing to start my journey in the Toastmastering. Thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing enormous speeches from you so that we all get elated and more we get educated on this Toastmastering journey. Thank you so much, DTM Nina John. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manoj. Now I would request Toastmaster Srikanth to evaluate Toastmaster Nanda's speech. And he is, before I invite Toastmaster Srikanth, he is a professional working in railways and very dedicated Toastmaster, and he has been with CTM for a long time. I request Toastmaster Srikanth to share the screen to evaluate Toastmaster Nanda's evaluation. Back to you, Toastmaster Srikanth.
Toastmaster Rekha, thank you very much. Toastmaster Nanda, you had a very good plan of action to lift your company from what it is to what you want to take it in the future. And I really admired the plan that you had in your mind. As soon as your vice president engineering had come to your company and had witnessed a presentation, you are very happy until your boss called you up and said he was happy but not impressed by the presentation. There you sat down and you started jotting down the way that you need to improve this company, and every individual in your organization should become a better communicator as well as a presentation. You know what's very commendable about all this? You took a leaf out of Toastmasters meeting. The plan of action and vision was almost similar any Toastmasters meeting had. And then you had every member of your organization to come over and give a speech of topic of their choice, which is similar to our prepared speech. And then if you don't have anybody to speak, you can ask any one of them to speak on any topic they want to do or they want to speak about. That's table topic. And then there were others who were giving them valuable suggestion how to raise all this to a better level, so that not only the organization is enriched with such wonderful individuals, but also their personal growth is guaranteed. Wonderful. I really admired all this that you have said. Having said this, what could have made your speech a little more, more acceptable and more humorous would have been a little more a fun element into your speech. And I would also appreciate that if you could use your hand gesture, it could have been much better, because I was feeling that you were not emoting enough. You didn't come forth with all those emotions, especially when you had your boss visiting you. And all those could have added more of impact in your speech. So that's what I want you to look or work on in your future speech. Overall, you have a good plan of action. Your knowledge about how to organize things and how to get the best out of your employees is well narrated and well scripted. I really admire that. And little bit of, dramatics in your speech. If that's the right word. I want to hear more of dramatization, humor, and hand gestures would have given a much more impact. And we would have known, listening to you, that you are a powerful communicator by yourself. You stand by the example that you set to others. Overall, in a nutshell, good speech, well organized, bring in a lot of humor, dramatization, and smile on your face and looking on into the camera, and once in a while taking a deep breath and relaxing and then speaking would have been a great effort on your part. Thank you very much once again, Toastmaster Nanda, for your speech. All the very best for your future speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shrikant. And we are done with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Now we will move on to the tag report. So first, let me call upon the timer. Okay, before I call upon the timer I call upon the timer Toastmaster Tarun to share the timer report, and also please inform us like whether the speakers were qualified for voting. Back to you, Toastmaster Tarun. Can you first confirm the whether the speakers are qualified for voting, and then you can share your timer speech.
The qualified speakers are distinguished Toastmaster Naina John.
Okay. Yeah, you can present your report.
PM Prashanti, sorry, Toastmaster Prashanti, our idiom master, took 53 seconds to complete her idiom speech. Toastmaster Vasant, our court master, took 1 minute 56 seconds to complete his speech. Our qualified speaker, Naina John, Mrs. Naina John, took 6 minutes 15 seconds to complete her speech. Toastmaster Nanda took 7 minutes 57 seconds to complete his speech. At last, our evaluation team, Toastmaster Manoj, took 3 minutes 40 seconds to complete his speech. And Toastmaster Shrikant Kuttikrishnan took 2 minutes 53 seconds to complete his speech. Thank you.
So, Tarun, can we say, like, as evaluators, Toastmaster Shrikant is is qualified for voting. He is the only person to be qualified.
Yeah. Sorry for not saying that. He's also qualified for voting.
Yeah, as an evaluator, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. So now let me call upon the accounter Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana to present his report.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Rekha. The accounter report is going to be very short and simple today. Most of the speakers really did well, not much point fillers used and to be noted. Just to give a quick summary, Toastmaster Geeta used 1 hour and Toastmaster Rekha used 1 hour. Toastmaster Tarun as a timer used 3 times. Toastmaster Vignesh used 2 times and Toastmaster Prashanti used 3+ times. And DTM Neena John and Toastmaster Nanda were flawless. And Toastmaster Nanda used once. That's enough to report. Over to you, Toastmaster Rekha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayana. Now let me call upon the grammarian Toastmaster Vignesh to present his report. Toastmaster Vignesh.
I am Toastmaster Rekha. Today everyone did a very amazing speech. I didn't note any flaws in the speech. To highlight some of the points which I like is about Geeta in her speech mentioning donating more make them happier. So it was a very good one. And another one is not all of us do the great things, but all of us do small things great. This was very good one, I thought. And in Neena John in her speech, to add the improvement in the speech, she said masala to speech. So that was very nice one, I thought. Over to Rekha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vignesh. And as we are done with the speech evaluations and the tag report, now it is my time to share my feedback. So this feedback is given in almost every meeting, and it is the same, like the meeting started on time at 4 o'clock. This may be very small for us, but if you attend other meetings, other Toastmaster meetings, it is definitely a record where CTM has been starting their meeting on time. So I would like to give appreciation to the Sergeant at Arms and the entire ExCom. And I appreciate every role players for doing their job excellently, and especially the first timers who were very conscious on their roles and took effort to understand their roles and do their job in a very meticulous way. When I have given my positive feedback, as I mentioned, there is always opportunity to move from good to great. So let me share like what could have been done better. One, I would request the quote master and the idiom master, like before you conclude your speech, to end your speech with the quote and the idiom. So when you end it, it remains in the mind of the audience. That is one. And I request the idiom master to spend more time like when you share, like the time is given to you, so utilize the time. And regarding the TMOD, is excellent, and you were like throughout the speech you were aligned with one particular theme. And regarding the evaluators, yes, like one I want to share is like Toastmaster Manoj. I understand that you being new to Toastmaster fraternity and evaluating a senior Toastmaster, you felt little uncomfortable. But I would, this is again in what to say, I would definitely know the senior Toastmaster DTM Neena John also will agree with me. Like here, every one of us, whether seniors or juniors, are here to learn. So you need not be apologetic to give your feedback or your inputs for the speeches. And another thing which I've noted, yeah, this is about it. And Toastmaster Shrikant, like I understand like humor and emotions will add flavor to the speech, but again it depends upon the objective of the speech, and this is for both the evaluators and for every evaluator for the past meetings as well. Like when you have taken up the evaluation, I would request you to understand the project objective and be in line with the project objective. So being in line with the project objective, that is your evaluation in line with the project objective, will help the speakers to improve their speech, as well as the audience to understand how things can be done in a better way. And to go with the speakers, DTM Neena John, fabulous speech as usual. But one thing which I want to highlight is you were speaking more on the language usage, like how a metaphor or a simile can be used. And here, yes, you did cover something on communication style, but more I felt about the language usage. So as per the Toastmaster manual, the communication styles which has been mentioned as initiating, direct, analytical, and supportive. Even if you are not using the same communication styles, if you could have stick on to this project objective, it would have been great. But otherwise, loved your speech as usual. And Toastmaster Nanda, yes, excellent speech. Like it's an eye opener for everyone that HPL need not be done only in the Toastmaster fraternity, but outside the Toastmasters also you can do your projects and utilize the learnings from the Toastmasters into your practical world. One thing I'm not sure whether I missed it in other things, like I'm not sure whether you have mentioned the time frame. If you have mentioned, great. If not, I would request you to note down that as well. Otherwise, like the speech was like entire meeting went smooth, great. And now I would like to hand over back to the TMOD. And yeah, this is my report. Back to you, Toastmaster Geeta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rekha, for a detailed general evaluation report. Thank you so much. That was really wonderful of you. It's now time for us to have a poll, to have our polls. May I request the host to kindly share the polls on the screen?
Ma'am, you can carry on with the closure. We'll be launching it from the back.
Yeah, sure, Abhirami. Thank you so much. So, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, whatever we are today, it is not entirely because of our own merits, even if the assistance is not obvious. So, as a result, it is our debt to pay back to our society, a reason to give back. So I take this opportunity to remind you all about of a Chinese quote which goes like this: a bit of fragrance remains in the hands that give away the roses. So dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, there is a sense of feel-good factor. You feel very happy from inside when you see that somebody is feeling happy because of something that you did. So let us take it as a responsibility to give back to the society. Let us move a step forward to give back to our society. So as I come to the end of the session, I remind you of this quote: not all of us can do great things, but all of us can do small things with great love. With this, I hand over the proceedings to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ranju. Over to you, Toastmaster Ranju.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for taking that wonderful meeting. Now we will have the polls for today's meeting. So can we have the polls? Yeah, there we have the best timer, accounter, or grammarian tag role in progress.
Ranju, I am not able to launch the polls. Can you just check? It says disabled.
Yeah, it is being launched. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for the polling. So now we have a few guests with us. I would like to hear what our guests felt about today's meeting. So today's meeting is not like a regular meeting. I would just like to update the guests. Like we have a Moments of Truth session immediately at we'll be starting in another 5 minutes, the Moments of Truth session. So I would can we have the guest Mohammed Ashik? Can we have your feedback?
Hi all, this is Mohammed Ashik, and thank you so much for giving an opportunity to me to speak or give a feedback on this session. It's really good. I have been here the past couple of months, but still it's really good. Yeah, so getting better day by day, I would say. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we would like to see you more in our future meetings. So you can get to know our regular meetings working. There are table topic sessions also and some other sessions which we are not having today because of the Moments of Truth session. Okay. Yeah. So next, can we have Rohit Seksaria, guest? Can we have you on the screen, please? Your feedback.
Yeah, hi. Thanks, Toastmaster Ranju.
Hi.
This is the second meeting which I am attending.
Yes.
And I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. So like this Moments of Truth is something which is new, which I have not even heard about.
Sure.
So still, I'm just basically just trying to understand how the Toastmaster meetings are getting conducted and what are the different role players, what are the different things which happens there here.
Sure. Thank you. We'll have the Moments of Truth session soon. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. So can we have guest Salaimani if you're available? Guest Salaimani? Yeah, we'll move ahead. Can we have guest Karthikeyan if you are available? Yeah, you are not audible, guest.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone. I just want to add only one thing. So every week we are having quote of the day and idiom of the day. So I think 1 week I got those words in chat. So this week I remember only a word of the day, transcend. So another idioms and quote of the day I forgot. I'm not able to recollect. So it will be useful if those things posted in chats. That's it. Thank you.
We definitely took that point. And now you're like a CTM member actually, since you are with us for quite now. You know the workings. Yeah.
Next week I'll be in inside the CTM. Next week.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Sure.
Any other guests who would like to give a feedback to us or any thing which you felt about today's meeting? Yeah. So I don't see anybody. I hope, and you can always connect with us after the meeting if you have we'll be having some informal chat. So now I would move on to the results of today's meeting. So today's, I would request all of you to unmute yourself and give a big round of applause for the winners. So these are the people who make the meeting really special, who put the extra effort, go the extra mile to make each meeting a successful one. So first I would be going to the best tag role player for today. It is Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan, our account of. Next would be our best quote or idiom master for the day. It goes to our quote master, Toastmaster Vasant. And the best role player for the day goes to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Rekha. And we have had 2 disqualifications in evaluators and speakers. So since we have only 2 speakers, we would not be going ahead with the polls for both of these. We'd be having the winners for others as we had only 2 of these. So thank you all, and I hope all of you had really enjoyed the 760-second meeting. Now I would like